Treasons. Welcome one and all back to World of Warcraft. There we go. Welcome back to World of Warcraft with Kfray here, guys. It has been a minute since I've done a recording of a video. And this is going to be very interesting because the past several days of actually being on YouTube, I've been streaming it, I've been talking about it quite a bit. And I haven't done a YouTube video in quite some time. Let's look that up real quick and talk to you guys about it, because it's been a minute since I had last recorded a video with you guys. When was that? Let's look that up, shall we? World of Warcraft. The last time I actually had made a character, or made a video, last update was of 2017. So, running into our first rare spawn was at part 5 in 2017 also. And that was again July 7th. Reaching level 10, I'm the Paris Hilton of Torrens. That was a very weird name at the time. No more heirlooms. My favorite class. So I was a shaman at that time. I don't know what level, but I was a shaman, Tauren shaman, and this time we are going with a Tauren warrior because I have met one new person at work and one person that she had talked about that she plays World of Warcraft, but she hadn't told me personally that she played World of Warcraft. She was talking to the person that I know, Justin, that he said that he played World of Warcraft. And him and I talked about playing on the same realm together, Hakar. And she was personally talking to Justin, and I overheard the conversation. Being a little bit of a nosy body, but here we go, guys. This is going to be a second attempt at playing some World of Warcraft with you guys. And I do apologize for having, it's a total of 7 views to all 5 videos. I'm gonna try to fly myself.
And the beloved Tauren chieftain Cairn Bloodwolf led to a duel that ended in Cairn's death. With his loss, the vile matriarch Magatha Brimtotem launched a murderous attack, attempting to seize control of Thunder Bluff for herself. However, Cairn's brave son, Bane Bloodwolf, successfully repelled the attack and banished the surviving Brimtotem to the farthest reaches of the land. Under Bane's hopeful leadership, the Tauren people now seek to heal their wounds and restore the balance between the various factions of the Horde. To this end, a new generation of Tauren Sunwalkers has arisen to lead their people into the light of a new dawn and the promise of rebirth. As a proud tribesman of Noldor, you must uphold the honor of your people and safeguard the lands of your ancestors.
Excellent news. And so what we're going to do is get rid of that nickname, first of all, because I do not want that nickname anymore, the Jenkins. Kfray the Patient sounds kind of cool. Start some quests. And we are also going to get on some heirloom gear. Boom, 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 boom. We're going to also get the Arcanite Reaper, but I'm not overly concerned of all specs. There we go. We're going to get the Arcanite Reaper for now, and then we're also going to get the shield and the sword, so whenever we do get start to have to tank for a group, we can have him be our tank, is what my goal is. Pretty naked on everything else for now, but eventually we'll get there to where we have better gear in general. So this is our character for now. We're going to get rid of the auto attack thing. We're going to move that over and go from there. But this is going to be our warrior. Again, I talked to Justin. he plans to be a Resto Shaman. We have his friend is going to be a Feral Druid, and we do not know the specifics of the young lady. Again, her name is Cheyenne that I know of. But again, I overheard her conversation, and it sounds like she's going to be playing. She doesn't know the specifics of what class she's going to go with. But she sounds like she is going to be playing with us. And that they're going to have a Discord channel. And hopefully they'll be nice enough, or they be willing enough to let me record videos with this series. So go from level 1 to 120 with this lady and gentleman. As far as I know, it sounds like his friend is a dude, as far as I know. But I'll be doing about 30-minute increments and going from there, see how things plan out and go from there. Got all the gears at level 90, and then the goal is until I speak. I thought I had turned on auto loot. Controls auto loot. Okay, I had not, which is fine. The plan is to hit not 120, but hit level 15 with this K-Fray, and then I might start another character in the meantime and play with you guys, because I don't know Justin, his friend, or Cheyenne's character's name. So again, once I do find out, we will go back to playing with this character, my warrior. But right now, we'll go ahead and level up to level 15, and then we will work on another character. It won't take me long at all to hit 15, especially with all this gear that we have. We have the Winds of Wisdom, where we get 100% more experience for just in general. Experience gained by 100%. Yes, it's not going to take long at all to level up. We've been recording for about 7.5 minutes, and so I'm already level 2. It's not going to take long at all to hit level 3, especially once I complete this quest and we get slay this many amount of people. It's not going to take long at all. And once I hit, like I said, once I hit 15, I might make a second video series with World of Warcraft where we play from 1 to 120 without Justin, Cheyenne, and his friend, Justin's friend. So I'm not sure what class yet. Again, I just about 10 minutes ago, I was getting pieces of gear like my chest and my shoulders to 110. I just got these pants and I got them to level 90. So what I'm hoping for is, with me having all this gear, I might go ahead and get or having this gear to level 90, I'm hoping to get goodness gracious, level, or not level, but I need to get 5,000 gold so I can get another piece of gear from 110 to 120, so that it won't take as long with experience wise. We'll see what they want to do too with their gear. Are they gonna use heirloom the whole time, or are they wanting to use the basic gear when it comes to that? Oh, let me go ahead and move my face over. Let me move my face on over studio mode. That works. That works. Excellent news. Yes, that works out perfectly. I'm like right above where the equipment or the bags containers are, and my face is, the portion of the webcam is not significant, so Now, like I said, it's not going to take me long at all to hit 15 with this guy. I would not be surprised if I were to do 2 parts and they were each a half an hour. I would already be level 15. It's not going to take long at all. It probably, like I said, an hour most is going to take me to get to level 15. Let's see here. I really, with the heirloom gear that you get, it's about 5 levels per hour, and it won't take long at all. So I'm already level 4. Like I said, it won't take long at all. I can guarantee you by the time we complete these 2 quests, we'll be level 5. And it's only been, what, not even 15 minutes. So it won't take long at all to hit level 15. And that's where, in the description, and I might actually try even do a poll, what class would you guys like to see us level on a personal level, where it's not Justin, his friend, and Cheyenne. It's us leveling up together, me discussing the class, and talking about the class. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and look at our gear. We don't have that. We don't have that. We did have that, but same amount of armor from that. We're not going to use that weapon because we already have a 2-handed mace that is helping us get to level 15. Again, we could go and put on a shield. So we gain 0.5 damage per second, 1 strength, and 4 crit, but we lose 32 armor and 2 haste. But let's go ahead and we'll keep this gear on because, again, we have so much armor. We have 1 strength and 4 crit, which is pretty significant. Okay, so you have to have a 2-handed mace to use slam. Okay. Good to know. So now knock out 8 and 9. There's my 10th one. So we are done with this quest area already. Totally different from the original Torn area with like WoW Classic. Completely different. Completely different. But yeah, this is not gonna be like a little playthrough together when it comes to playing together for now. And again, once I get level 15, which shouldn't take long at all, I'll probably again post in the description, post in the second video actually even in this video I will, in the description, I'm gonna try to do a poll saying what class would you guys like to do? Druid, Death Knight, Mage, Priest, Warlock, Warrior, Monk, Demon Hunter. What class would you guys like to see next? Because again, once I hit level 15, I don't plan to make another video until I get hold of Justin to see about what their names are and if they're willing to let me make a YouTube video series out of this. So we'll see how that goes. But Right now, we are working on our way to level 15 with this guy. Heirloom gear was broken and it's still broken. And Demon Hunter, or Death Knights are still broken when it comes to their blood spec. Let's see here. Go up here, talk to this person. We're already level 6. Only 15 minutes into the video already. We've got another 15 minutes till the video will be done. And we are working so well on this video. I do plan on bringing back Came Under Fire Circle of Doom. I'm just have to find the right time. Like right now, I'm just not. This is simple. Like me, I can just hop right on WoW. I'm already in my office, but eventually, I promise you guys that I will be bringing back Came Under Fire Circle of Doom. I just been really feeling this video game right now as World of Warcraft so much. I have been just all up in this World of Warcraft so much here recently. But I promise you again, I will be bringing it back. Like what I told you when it comes to the Pokemon series, we will bring, after the Pokemon series was over, that we would bring it back, and I plan to still bring it back, so. We got all sorts of new appearances after Chris and I had went and played, we did some raids, we did, what, 3 or 4 raids? I got a lot more transmog gear. Then we also have these, which I'm kind of wanting to try out as the paddle bets, pet battles, paddle bets. Whew. You can definitely tell that I'm not feeling the best because I mix up my words. It's supposed to be pet battles. I'm kind of curious about that. Drink the vision of water. And we're off. Let's see here. What was I gonna do? Oh, I was gonna look at the my pets that I unlocked. I want to look up most recent. Sort by name, rarity, and type. Again, I don't have. I want to say this was. Yeah, I unlocked him more recently. Summon random favorite pet. Revive pet. Battle pets. Okay. Yeah, I unlocked him here recently. Same with the Comet. Let's look up by rarity. It sounds kind of cool. So this Iron Starlet is like one of the rarest ones I have. Emigosa? It's pretty rare. Blackwater Jelly. Crispin. Aw, little things. Adorable. Dart. These are pretty common, I guess. Stinker. It's not that. And then it goes to like pretty much gray. And I have a lot more pets that I could unlock, but... Oh, actually, this is the rarest. Is my Onyxian Whelping. I don't know how rare it is. This pet is not tradable. My Molten Corgi. Oh, it's passed away. Like, okay, I got what's going on. Okay, we gotta revive him. Cool. Is that aim and cooldown? Oh, look at my little Corgi. Rabbit is pretty rare. Same with the snake. Huh. And yeah, these are my highest level pets, but I'm not, again, overly concerned with... leveling them up. Sorry about that. We'll go a little bit longer. We'll go about 35 minutes now that I've spent time looking at my pets, which I should be focused on just leveling. I'm here to accept a quest. Do we want to level up mining and blacksmithing? Sounds kind of intriguing. I've done this before with Oh, what class am I working on? I'm working on my rogue. I'm working on a death knight, and I've been trying to level up their professions while leveling up my character, but I've just out leveled my professions, and so again, let's go to interface, make sure that our action bars, yep, they are up. So again, we could, and I'm going to go ahead and get mining and blacksmithing. Bun of Heights, where we go to Thunder Bluff, cooking, general goods, leatherworking, skinning. We could get. Let's go ahead and get. Let's get our professions real quick. Gathering professions. Let's get mining. Let's go ahead and go to productions and go to blacksmithing and train me in blacksmithing. Blacksmithing pants. Again, all the gear that we get right now is going to be, I can't say useless, but it's not going to be ideal. So we'll get just the mining pick for now, and if we're really feeling the let's see here. Gain lose armor. We gain stamina and crit, but we lose 4 haste. We're gonna put on the Arcanite Reaper because of the slam, but we're gonna get rid of the other stuff for now until we unlock protection spec. So, and then we will eventually get the blacksmithing hammer. Let's get cooking. That sounds kind of fun. I haven't cooked in forever. I haven't done cooking profession in forever. Let's put that over there. I'll put blacksmithing down there and mining right up here like I usually do. And it's been so long since I've done cooking. Zandalari recipes, cuisines. Spiced bread. We need simple flour and mild spices. This is going to be fun. Let's see here. Again, I am wasting a little bit of time. So again, I plan to... I'm not wasting time, but there's more that I could be doing right now. But I'm just having some fun with this cooking. It sounds like fun. What's the next thing that we get? That's Cataclysm. Kaladori spider kebabs, spiced wolf meat, stag venison jerky. Okay, a little 40 boiled clams. Anyways, we'll go ahead and get some more. Three, 2, 1. Wow, we actually can continue. So we can get stag flanks, or we can get this venison jerky at level 40. If we got stringy wolf meat, we could get this. So interesting. But yeah, I haven't done cooking in forever. I used to have a decent level. I've never maxed out cooking before. We have plenty of time for us to do some leveling. I guess we can head to Thunder Bluff real quick. But yeah, let's have some fun with this. Let's work on cooking. We can actually go up here and get fishing. We can get archaeology if we wanted to. Visit a trainer to learn archaeology. Archaeology allows you to discover valuable treasures and learn ancient lore of the world. We got Brawn, which increases our critical damage and healing by 2%. We get Herbalism with them. the racial of War Stomp, which is really cute. Where's the endurance? We gain increase our stamina by 3. Scales with level, which is huge as a warrior. And we can get apprentice riding and all these different type of riding items, trainings more of. Right down here is our quest that we can complete real quick. Go back to this gentleman. He gives us 514 experience. We won't hit quite level 8, but we're pretty close to level 8. And once we do get to Bloodhoof Village, we'll hit level 8. We can also get... You haven't collected this yet. Oh, I can't afford it. Okay, that's fine. Which is fine. Get 94 health over 18 seconds, which is pretty much useless considering we have 540. We'd have to eat 5 pieces of bread almost to get full health, so... Again, none of this chest, any of this gear is going to be beneficial to us other than these 2 items, the rough weight stone and the rough sharpening stone, which one is a bladed weapon, one is a blunt weapon. And since we're using this, a axe, it is a bladed weapon, so we have to get rough stones to increase our damage on our weapon. Let's see here. Go in here real quick, and we should hit level... Yeah, we'll hit level 8. 2,000 experience. Excellent news. We just got execution too. So 7 gold, 38 silver. We quite can't. We cannot afford the level. We can't afford that tabard quite yet when it comes to the Thunder Bluff Quartermaster or the Thunder Bluff tabard yet. We got mounts, got the toy box, which there's all sorts of different things that I have. The Archmage Vargoth's staff, which no, thank you. I've never been a big fan of PvP. Ugh. There is Kyle's gone missing, which is really ironic that my name is Kyle, and for the quest, when it first came out, I'm like, what? Tender Strider meat. It was just ironic that when the quest first came out, Kyle's gone missing. I'm like, that's so weird. Why would they name it Kyle's Gone Missing? But this was the item I was just using, the Archmage Vargoth's Spare. That was from back when Burning Crusade came out. There's a quest line out in Area 52 is what they call it. Outlands. Area 52? Netherstorm. And right up here, there's like, or it's right over here, I think. There's a place called Area 52, and that's where you learn to get the that little spare, or the staff, Archmage spare staff. And it's pretty cool. We got the Tinder Strider meat. Excellent. Let's see here. What else we have to do? We have to go kill some Wind Fury people. Yeah, this is where it's an issue to level up professions because, especially as a Tauren, the areas are more scarce when it comes to copper and leveling up, especially leveling up mining and blacksmithing because, as you can tell, when it comes to their general thing, is cultivation where you get herbalism, and there's going to be a lot more herbs than mining spots, veins, copper veins. So it kind of sucks to get mining, blacksmithing as a Tauren. I'm just killing everything inside because I have so many different quests that want different items, so it's not like one specific thing I'm like not wanting to hit, so anything and everything in sight must go. Wow, it's already that time already? Jesus. But again, I spent a little bit too much time doing silly, unnecessary things, so we'll probably go a little bit longer than usual, so. Let's see here. Hey, there's a copper vein right up there. Cool. Again, I don't know how much leveling we're going to do when it comes to this profession. I would love to get to like level 300 while leveling up to 60, but I just don't see it happening, to be honest. 2 rough stones and 3 copper ore. So we can make some rough sharpening stones, which is going to be quite cute for us. Sharpening the blade. Could trade down, blah, blah, blah. So we have +1 to damage. That's pretty cute. I've got some more stringy meat, so now we can use that to level up our cooking. There's so many different quests. Oh, we don't need to kill these people anymore. Okay. Same with the wolves. Wolves. Go, go, go. Power Rangers. Need one more quill. About to go against some harpies. Is what they're called. Wind Furies, what they're like the title of their things that we're getting from the Wind Fury talons, but they're technically harpies. Is what we're slaying away. Run, run, Kiefer, run. I probably should end the video here shortly, but I don't want to. I'm having too much fun with this warrior. Knocking out anything and everything in sight. It's not even close. level 9 already. By the time we actually get, once we complete every single quest that we have, we'll hit level, easily we'll hit level 10, if not 11. Especially with this, especially with, again, all the heirloom gear that we have in the Winds of Wisdom, we'll easily hit level 10. Again, if not level 11. I don't know if we're gonna. We should do this one. And I know exactly where the femurs are. Drink some little bit of coffee. Coffee. There's a specific spot. It's over in this general facility. So, looking over the camera, it seems like there's a little bit of a lag to it, but it's not too bad. Comparatively to what the live stream was like, it was really, really bad. Knock out this cougar real quick. Then we'll head over to knock out some Paul mains, and then complete some quests, and that will be the end of the video. That was random for that not to drop the item that we need. No, it's not too surprising, because the original, now that we just got it, that femur, you could kill like 8 and it still wouldn't drop. Like, it was so bad in classic, like it would not drop at all. And there was like 4 key items they wanted you to get that were rare to drop, and it was such a pain in the ass. I appreciated them not dropping on the first one, but it was so bad back then. It was like I said, it was like 8 attempts of knocking those guys out, and it was still not dropping. And like in the 9th one, the 10th one is when it would drop. It would sometimes even the 12th time, or you had to kill 12 of those cougars, then it would drop. It was so bad. And there was the Prairie Wolf Alphas, or Prairie Alphas. Instead of the Prairie, it was Prairie Wolf Alpha, and it was such a pain in the butt to drop some of these items. And it was more specific on how many of these pale mains that they wanted you to not only kill or to slay. They wanted you to kill like 5 poachers. They wanted you to kill 5 skinners. They wanted to kill 3 of the other type. It was a pain in the ass, because they would run away, and they would, like it says right here, it says Pale Mane Tanner attempts to run away in fear. You would not have heirloom gear where you were so bulky with 630 health, and they would go run to their buddies, and their buddies would go and attempt to kill you while their buddies are trying to run away. It was so difficult back then, but it's broken with heirloom gear. Like, it's not tedious to an extent, because it's still not difficult, but it's, I don't even know how to really describe it. It's a lot more simplistic than it used to be, but I still love the game to death, and I will love this game, because again, my history of this game, back when Burning Crusade was the main expansion, I had guilds that I love and I still love, and I've met so many people because of WoW that I am friends with in real life that live in different states than me. Shout out to Anthony Petra and Suzanne Curro. I got to meet them through Brutal Blood Brothers, and I love those two to death, and they're good friends, and I get along with them so well. Let's go to Protection. That sounds kind of fun. Or we could go to Fury. I wonder if I'm able to dual wield the weapons or not. Because again, until... Oops, let's get all of that and let's go to heirlooms. And I wonder if I can make a second Blood Reaper. Oh, that's sick. Again, until I actually get... until I get my guildmates, or not guildmates, but my friends in real life to join me. I might have some fun, like, be Fury. I might have, like, do Fury. I might do Arms. I'm not sure which spec yet. But this is kind of fun being the Fury spec. Cool. But I shout out to those two. Both of them are from Nevada, and I'm here in Indiana. And for me to have got to know them because of my old guild, Brutal Blood Brothers, I love it. They're such great people, and we had so much fun back then. And guilds meant so much back then. And I wish guilds would mean more nowadays, but it doesn't really have that special connection, and it sucks. Like, there's one guild that I have on Norcaps, if you watch my live streams here recently, that I'm in a guild with Norcaps and my hunter, and it seems like they have that kind of special bond, but at the same time, I'm like hesitant, because again, I don't know them that well, plus it seems like there's moments where they are willing to talk to you, and there's moments where, like, you say hey and they don't really bother to talk back, and it kind of sucks that that's the case, because I want to be able to talk to them and they're not willing to talk back. It kind of sucks. Got stringy wolf meat. We can go and make those. We can make those. Both are exactly the same thing, except probably one. Okay, so spicy wolf meat gives you 1 stamina. The other one gives you nothing really. So then you can get this. I can actually get up. What is that? 13 levels. That's not bad. And then I can get 1 spicy spice bread, and I would hit 25. So we'll go ahead and do that. I go to the 45-minute mark. That's not a problem. And then in the next video, we will definitely hit 15, and then I'll give you guys enough time to figure out if see what classes you guys would be interested in seeing level up wise, what classes you guys would like to see me level up, and go from there. We're gonna get rid of oops. Alright, just gonna get rid of the sharpening stone, move these down, get one, and we will level up this to 13 or level 12. We'll cook all of these to what is that, 19, and then we'll work on the herbed eggs to 20. I want to say we had to be level 40 for the next one, so (22, 23, 24, and 25). And we could go and get more. I wonder if we can hit 30 or 40 with just the spiced bread or not. We could hit 40. Could we just level up with spiced bread, actually. Let's see how this works out. Let's see how this works out. Okay, so we did go to green, so we could still continue this till we hit 40. It's gonna take a minute. 37. I doubt we get to 38. 38, okay. Again, I doubt we'll hit 40 with these 5. 38 still. Again, I doubt it. Yep. So we'll go ahead and buy some more. Because again, with it being green, you can still level up with it, but the chances of leveling it up are slim. Let's go ahead and get these again. Just need 2 more levels. 1 more level. 1 more level. 1 more level. 1 more level. That's all I need to hit the 40 mark, and then we can get a new recipe. Yes, there it is, 40. Excellent. And we'll actually sell. No, we're gonna buy back the cooked eggs. Cooked herb baked eggs. And now we have the venison. The next thing is that little fishing. That's the boiled clams and the coyote steaks. The fillet of frenzy, soft frenzy flesh, and then dry pork ribs, crab cakes, goblin deviled clams. Okay, that's pretty cool. So we got this venison, which means stag meat or stag flanks. But that is our character for right now, guys. That was quite the journey. Again, about 48 minutes into the 48 minutes and hitting level 12 already is pretty. That's pretty good for again going and without even really pushing for the level mark of level 12. Again, we're just messing around for now, and again. Again, once we hit level 15, we'll probably hit the level. That's gonna be our level cap at 15 until we find out from Justin more about. Learn more from Justin what his character name is, because again, he's gonna be a Resto shaman. His friend's gonna be a feral druid. We don't know what Cheyenne's going to be quite yet, but once we find out what their names are, what the levels are, we will get back onto making YouTube videos with this guy. We will probably hit level 15 in the next video with this guy, and then I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna leave a poll, and I'm gonna try to leave a poll. I'm not very fluid with YouTube, but I'm gonna try to leave a poll, and I'm also gonna leave in the description of what class would you guys like to see me level from 1 to 120 with you guys. It could be any class. It could be, like I said, shaman, warlock, warrior, priest, druid, rogue, death knight, hunter. It could be any of these classes. Demon hunter. It could be any of them. But this is gonna be our not our main guy for now until we find out more from Justin. And once Justin does come around and we find out more from him about what his name is and what level they are, and that we find out if they're level 15, and once they hit 15, we can all do dungeons and we can have some fun leveling up together. We can do some live streams and go from there. But like I said, leave in the comments below what your favorite class is and if you would be interested in me playing it. Again, well, not again, but there's 2 classes that I'm not extremely well at, and that's Hunter and Rogue. The rest of the classes I have a good grasp of, and I'm starting to get the click of Rogue, and even though I do have a level 120 hunter right here, I'm still not good with it. I'm getting the idea of what to do with Beastmaster, uh, Beastmaster Hunter, but I don't know the full grasp of it. Now, if you gave me a marksman, I know the simple rotation of it. There's like 5 moves that I'm like I know them so well, but with the current circumstance or the current uh, meta of this expansion, the patch of Battle for Azeroth, it's best for you to be Beastmaster. So I don't know it that well, but Rogue is my other class. I'm getting better with it. I really am. I'm very good with subtlety right now. Demon Hunter is pretty simplistic. Mage I am well at, but it's not my favorite class. Again, my favorite class is my Shaman class, or the Shaman class, and I have my Shaman at 140 right here. My Shaman, I went and in like 2 weeks of playing, and it was like 4 to 6 hours a day, if that. It was like probably like 4 hours a day, 4 days a week, and I was playing with him. I eventually got him to 120 from 85. Here's my other warrior that I have been working on before, and it was the level cap was 85 with Cataclysm, but I have several again. By the time Shadowlands comes out, I should have almost all the classes at 100 plus, because Rogue and Death Knight are my lowest. And here's my Rogue at level 95, level 65, my Death Knight at 67. Those are my 2 lowest classes. And then my third lowest is right there with my Mage at 74. Everything else is 85 plus. You had that warrior that was 85. My druids are 85 and 86. Alex Straza has my 96 priest. I need to make a monk, and I'm going to go and use that level boost that shows up here. The level 110 boost. I'm going to use it on a monk, a Pandaren monk on... here's my paladin at 100. Then I have that demon hunter that's on Alex Straza. I have that demon hunter at 104. I'm going to use that character boost to 110 character boost to get a Pandaren monk at 110 for the Alliance side, and then I have the 3 other classes at 120. So I have put serious dedication time into this game. Again, this guy, I want to say I have less than like 2 weeks worth of time. I want to say I have a week's worth of time, like played wise. And if you look at my warrior or my warlock and my shaman classes, that I have 60 or what, like 2 months of actual time put into those characters. Played 4 days, less than a week, and I hit to 120. Like, what is that? 24 hours, 96 hours? Is that right? 24, 48, 96 hours. That's butt wipe hours compared to this gentleman right here, my warlock, who has 63 hours. Huh? Oh, I think I did click enter, maybe. We'll see here. But I'm ready at 55 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and just talk to you guys about World of Warcraft here in the last like 15 minutes with my characters. Here's all this bunch of sports news. But yeah, the leveling up, and I leveled him, my hunter, from level 1 to 120, and it took it showed to you guys. It was from 1 to 120 in, again, less than 4 hours. It was, or less than a week worth of time. This guy, on the other hand, oh, I am on the wrong guy. Okay. I was like, there's no way that he's already, there's no way I'm on the wrong character. There's my warlock. So that guy was level 90, and I got him the character. He was level 1, and I did a character boost to level 90, but I didn't know Battle or Legion at the time that well, so it took me a minute, and it's still taking me a minute to get used to playing as a priest. And I don't know. I just was a disc priest, and I didn't, or disciplined priest, and it took some getting used to, and I still getting used to. So I'm not. That's why it's taking me so long to level him up, and that's why I spent 3 days leveling him up. Here is my warlock, on the other hand. 56 days, 1 hour, and 3 minutes. So you're looking at over 2 months worth of time. No, not quite 2 months. We're like 4 days away from having 2 months worth of WoW time on him. 2 months of real life time. And so, again, 24 hours and, what is that, 100? Let me look at the calculator. 24 hours. Calculator. 24 hours times 7. 160 hours, 168 hours for 1 week times 5, which is 30 days. 840 hours. That's only 30 days times probably another 24 times 3. That's not right. 840 hours. Yeah, I spent, and that's just on this guy, and then on my shaman, I am pretty certain I want to say I have 63 days worth of time. So I've spent over 1,000 hours on World of Warcraft with those 2 characters. My warrior, I want to say I've spent probably 20 plus days on him. I have my 2 druids that I've probably spent 20 plus days on, because I hit the level cap with them and was doing dailies. I did raids with. I leveled them up. So yeah, I am obsessed with World of Warcraft. I always have and always will be obsessed with it. Even when expansions like this, Mists of Pandaria, I'm still going to be obsessed with it. I'm always going to be obsessed with World of Warcraft. It's just, it's not a childhood game. It was my teenage years. Like, instead of going and being stupid as a teenager, drinking and doing drugs, I was playing this. I was playing World of Warcraft. I was doing dungeons. I was doing raids. 9 days, 6 hours, 16 hours. So not quite that mark of, which I'm 8 hours from another 24 hours in another day, but still, that's over 168 hours with just this guy. My other druid is probably the same thing. Again, I've spent probably over, if you look at all my characters, if you gather them all together, I've probably spent 1,500. Actually, probably closer to $2,000, because there's some deleted characters that I hit level 77 with a monk, which I wish I would get back, because I had a 77 monk minister, I think is what his name was, and he was level 77. I had spent a good chunk with him, and I wish I would have him back, but I have so much time on this game. But like I said, if there is a class that you guys would be interested in me playing from level 1 to 120, other than that Hakar, I would love to hear you guys' suggestions. And if you guys like an example, what we could do is, instead of having heirloom gear, we could do the what do they call that? The Marathon Man Challenge? Let me look this up real quick. I think it's called like the Iron Man Challenge, I think is what they call it when it comes to World of Warcraft. I want to say it's the Iron Man Challenge, World of Warcraft Challenge. Iron Man Challenge. Wow. We could do that. World of Warcraft challenges. Let's look this up. The Iron Man Challenge is a popular challenge of gameplay where one must make a character in very unusual circumstances. It has become quite popular and is subject to much discussion in the public forums. Inconsistence of armor, weapons, add-on, specialization, potion, and food regulation. Mostly death is prohibited lest you restart at level 1. Rules: all gear employed must be white or gray. Also, no heirlooms of any sort. No transfer of gear, items, or money from any other character, yours or others. No gear enhancements, thus no socketed gems, enchanting, or reforging, except exist for class abilities, with rogue with their poisons. No specialization, talents, or glyphs. This restriction applies to talent points for pets. No professions or secondary skills. An exception is made for first aid. So we could go and this is the idea. This pretty much you start from. Let's go over here real quick. An example. Let's go with this Warlock. Randomize. Gallisper. He looks probably quite realistic. The idea would be to get on this guy and what's the time on this? 1 hour and 3 minutes. You got on this guy and you're pretty much what you have right here is what you get, and then yes, we know. The idea would be to go from level 1, and this gear right here is all you're gonna get. You don't get you get the specialization of your spec, but you can't put talent points into those specs. And so you're stuck with this character as it is. Like, this gear level has 2 armor. This has 1 to 2 damage. Like they said, gray or white gear is what you're going to work with. And there's different vendors that can sell you level 5, level 10, level 15, level 20, so on and so forth till you hit 120. But they're all going to be no enhancing your character's stats via stamina, intellect, agility, stuff like that. It's pretty basic when it comes to your character. So I've thought about doing that challenge before with you guys. Permitted are mounts, all bag containers, all quests. You may train and use all your class skills, including your own buffs. Wow. Octavian, using a troll hunter by the name of Cripparian on the Turalion realm, was the first person to complete this challenge from 1 to 85. Iron Man Challenge information. yeah, sounds like a very interesting state of the challengers. We got a level 113 druid. We have uh, a hunter, and what bloodthirsty means? Pacifist, Tin Man, Green Man, Working Man, Iron Teams, Blood Teams. I wonder what the hell these mean. Pacifist standings. Pacifist? Wow. Pacifist. Wow. It's a popular challenge of gameplay where one must level a character in a very unusual circumstance. The challenge is not regulated as much as the Iron Man, and the only one rule is no killing. The most important thing is to remember is the self challenge, not a competition. Huh? No killing, not even critters. No grouping with other characters just for experience. Their kill counts against you. As a rule, even very first quest requires killing. Hence, the pacifist abandons the usual game flow and needs to think that else could be done. One of the first approaches may be exploring the territory. Exploring a new area gives more or less amount of points as killing a mob. It's important to learn avoiding mobs and evading from the battle. Normally, you cannot just run away from the mob in combat. By applying something else like early available arcane torrent may help to evade. Running towards guards to seek help protection may be acceptable if the mob just runs away after seeing them. For the level 1 through 10 characters and mobs in front of the level 8 guards is often the case. Later in the game, this means there are some means of fighting that do not kill, traps, etc. that may be useful even for a pacifist. So the idea is to, again, not kill. And I'm guessing Bloodthirsty is where you only kill and you can't accept quests, possibly? Tin Man. I don't know what Tin Man is. Working Man. I'm guessing Working Man is only through leveling with... Okay, so I think I got the idea. Green Man Standings is where you can use green gear. And then there's Workman, where you level up via working your professions. You level up via professions. Tin Man. I want to see that's gray gear? Tin Man. Wow. This variant of Iron Man that allows you to get your feet wet before trying Iron Man. Significant differences from the Iron Man are deaths are allowed. They're used for sorting purposes. Talents are allowed. Potions are allowed. But food buffs are allowed. Deaths. If you die, it is not great, but it doesn't mean their challenge is over. Characters of the same level will be ranked by deaths. Least amount of deaths, higher. To list your character, you must be green flagged as per the Chin Challenge rules and abide by these restrictions. If you have never died, your character must be between level 10 to 30 and not be listed for the Iron Challenge. If you have died, your character can be any level. Dead Irons can join the 10 list. Okay, so those are just some challenges that I'm been kind of intrigued by that we might end up doing a little bit later on. that if that's something that you guys would be interested in. But I think I'm going to go ahead and end this video. It's already been an hour and 10 minutes into the video. It's been already 20 minutes of no gameplay. Actually, closer to half an hour of no gameplay. But if that's something you guys would be interested in, let me know down in the comments below if you guys would be interested in a 10 challenge, an Iron Man challenge. If there's different challenges you guys would be interested in me trying out. There's different professions other than the professions, again, for like a warlock. Me going mining, blacksmithing would not help me long term. Me going enchanting tailoring would be more beneficial. I've done that with my buddy Chris Massey. He asked me and Zach at the time from ZKM Sports Talk. He said, for the challenge, what would you think what profession should I go? And I think he was playing as a rogue, and we said herbalism. I think it was herbalism tailoring. He goes, "Oh, those are terrible. That was a terrible idea." And it was kind of funny, and I think he hit the level cap back then, but that's just a idea again about it. That's my mom talking to me about my COVID. I thought I had COVID at the time, but I don't have COVID. I ended up, I think I just have a a heavy head cold is what I think my issue is when it comes to my chest pain and my headaches and my lightheadedness. But I'm going to go ahead and end this video, guys, right here. And in the next video, like I said, we will continue to level up my warrior, or level up our warrior, and see where Justin stands with his characters, his leveling of his characters, and we'll see what characters you guys like me to do, what challenges you guys like me to do, and we'll go from there. I'm going to go ahead and delete this warlock because I'm not going to play with him. I already have a level 120 warlock. But that is going to be the end of this video right here, guys, and we'll see you guys later.